Hello, all you wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people, and Merry Christmas for today, because it is Christmas today, December 25th, and I have several packages to open. Yeah, so, yeah. That is what we will be doing today. And so I know what is in this stuff, but it's still going to be rather exciting since I am adding things to my ever growing collection. So, yeah. With that, let's get into the next thing. Welcome back, all, to the table view. Alright. So I do have a box here. Kind of a tall one. I already have it cut open, just so it's easy to get access to. But this is going to be interesting, because this is going to be my first view of this stuff. A lot of you probably already know what this stuff is going to be, but we'll start out with the smaller stuff. So, I am not going to be using these, but this is obviously going to be a console. Comes with your, is a official Nintendo, so that's pretty neat. But I will not be using these. So, okay, we'll get to that afterwards. Let's get to the main thing. So currently, it is bubble wrapped. But what we have here, alright, this was relatively taped to the console. What we have here is a Nintendo 64. In particular, so I'm just taking a little bit, kind of looking through just to see how things are. Got that for the, I believe that was for like the exclusive n64 disk drive system, which only came out in Japan. Other than that, in America, that port did not get used. I went with kind of an ice blue color. If you look down in here, won't be able to, I guess what I am trying to point out is this console has been modded, and the fact that it's gonna play, this is Japan n64, so obviously it will play Japan games, but it's been modded to also play US games as well. So there is no like weird notches in there and whatnot. It's just a clear, because that is how they, well, with this example, we'll move on to the next thing. Also, this comes with a expansion pack, which is nice. Need that pack for some games. This was particularly a bonus because I wasn't expecting to really get any games when I got a console. This is Kirby 64. And crystal shards. Label's a bit damaged, but this is a Japanese game. Ugh. That looks a little dirty though, so. Anyways, what I wanted to point out is you got these notches at the bottom of the cartridge. US games have different notches. That is how they region locked the system, by making only certain cartridge shapes fit in the system. So yeah, that is how this was region locked. So the mod put in more of a flat kind of thing where it doesn't block any of the cartridge shapes, so you can fit whatever cartridge shape in there. But yeah. So we will need this. This is a Nintendo Power Pack kind of thing that plugs into the back. Definitely need that. Then, this is going to be interesting. We have an official kind of matching controller for this system. I want to say, if you look really closely, maybe it's just the shading between the controller and console, but the color does look a tad different. I want to kind of press the buttons. That is a stiff joystick, which is good. Sometimes it is a little bit off. Like you can see it kind of leaning a bit, but mostly it is staying in the thing. Buttons seem to work rather well. Should plug in just fine. You would just plug it into a port, and like so, it is in there. So yeah, highly satisfied with that outcome. We will end up seeing when it works, but like I said, it came with these I always get the word mixed up between component and composite, but it's these cables. I'm not going to be using these. The way I'm going to be playing this is it's going to be plugged in through my RetroTink 5X Pro, which is a upscaler device. So I decided to go without going the route of modding to a HDMI port out of a Nintendo 64. I decided to go with a different set of cables. Cats get too curious about things. So this, I believe, should have, yeah, here we go. This is interesting because I believe this kind of cable only came out in Japan, but works with the N64, works with the Super Nintendo. Not sure if it works with GameCube, not sure if it's the same kind of thing, but this in particular was for the Super Famicom. But it's a S-video cable. So I've never actually, this actually came with the box complete and stuff, so it's pretty neat. But yeah, so I'm gonna be using an S-video cable over the composite. Yeah, because they do make other brands, but this is a official Nintendo branded cable. And another good thing is it just has the S-video cord on here. That way you don't get interference in the video signal when you have one of them cables with the S-video and the yellow cord also on the same cord. So this should put out probably about the best video signal I can put out from standard cables that hasn't been modded in like a HDMI mod into the system. That is initially how I plan to play through the upscaler I have. So yes. But like with any video game console, we need actual video games to be able to play. So I did get a few games. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. Okay. I don't know which one's coming from which, so we're just gonna make this happen. This is gonna be interesting because I was quite particular with how I wanted to collect games for the Nintendo 64. Cats want to play with stuff. So I am gonna try to open this. Hopefully it just kinda opens. It is opening. Kind of tearing the box a bit, but I don't quite care about the United States Postal Service box. Now, can I get this out of here? Alright, slowly but surely. Okay. I see which game this is, so we're gonna do this very carefully. Well, as careful as I can. Feel like I'm having a tad bit of trouble with opening this, but we will get there. Eventually. So, okay, here we go. Pull this out as soon as I loosen it up enough. Alright, here we go. So obviously one of the first games I had to get, probably one of the most fun kind of games I had on the system, was WCW versus NWO World Tour. The box is very pristine. There's a few like little dents here and there. It's a little dented there. But other than that, it is pretty pristine. This is the game that won the poll, so I wanted to invest in this game, and I wanted to get it complete in box. So with that, it's also very neat because you get to see kind of the promotional advertisement they would have on the back of these video game boxes to sell the game. And I mean, from the screenshots alone, this game looks like a ton of fun. It advanced in wrestling games in a way that like no other. So, very carefully, I'm going to see what side opens up easier. That side doesn't look like it's been opened up. This side does look like it's been opened up in a sense. So we are gonna try to do this without tearing anything. There's a little bit of a dip, but that's fine. Okay, that is definitely the side that opens. Okay, got it. So yes. With that, we do have, obviously, okay, we're gonna do this. So, it does come with housing the game itself. Which, from the pins alone, this looks like very super clean. This will definitely play well, or should. A little comparison between Japan. Japan notches are more towards the center here on the edge, where the US games, the edges were like half carved out of the both edges. So that is how the shape's different. But yes, there is still more in this box. We have the actual poster, which I will carefully unfold as careful as I can without actually tearing anything, hopefully. But it's going to be hard to get a full view of this, but we got WCW versus NWO World Tour. Each corner has a different picture with a different color filter. Then you have the Giant holding a Nintendo 64 controller. Which is insane. Then you got advertisement for World Championship Wrestling presents Starcade. Hogan's a colorful guy. Paybacks are hell. Starcade 1997. Sunday, December 28th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Distributed by Viewer's Choice, Request, Turner Premiere, DirecTV, and Dish Network. WCW Live only on pay-per-view. I've never actually really ordered any pay-per-views kind of thing. Alright, what else do we have in this box? We have a little, it's a survey card. Back in the day, they used to, especially during like the PS1 era, well, n64 PS1, they would release these little postcards where you could fill out a survey and then send it in, sometimes to get a free kind of thing. Fill in the information below, mail this card to THQ, and you'll be entered in a drawing to win other great THQ games. So yeah, that's pretty neat that that is still intact. Then we got, oh, never mind. We will move on to Player's Guide offer inside. Got the Nintendo Power. Subscribe to Nintendo Power now and get a Super Mario 64 Nintendo Player's Guide free. Yep, that is pretty awesome, because I wonder how much that Super Mario 64 Player's Guide actually goes for now. But yeah, you get your little sign-up info that you can mail in. Yeah, then you put in your card information at the bottom. Because it did cost money. Then you get the standard Nintendo 64 safety guide kind of thing. All your like warnings and stuff. There's normally always something about, yeah, it's your standard thing. Came with like every single game, obviously. And then we also have the manual. Not the thickest, but pretty beefy manual for the time. Got the front cover. And this manual almost looks perfect. Then you got on the back, very pristine. And you get like a full color, and then you get shots of wrestlers and their wrestling moves. I can remember looking through this. And of course, you got the little intro blurb here. And it just goes through everything. Very awesome. A little picture of Rey Mysterio and Six or Sinks, something like that. Can't remember his exact name. That also might have been Ultimo Dragon and not Rey Mysterio, but Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. Then you get League Challenges, which is basically the single player mode in this game. Or wait. Okay, yeah, that was... Then you got move controls. Who's Got Spirit, where it talks about the spirit meter in the game, since it was kind of a new mechanic in this at this point, so they had to talk about it. Then they talk about the different wrestling leagues in the game. You have a little notes section, merchandise section. Get off your butt and order. it's toll free. You've got the game, now get the guide. Official Secrets and Solutions by Primo Publishing. So yes, this will be the first game that I directly stream for you guys. But yeah, let's go ahead and get everything back in. Now that I know which side was meant to be open. Actually, let's do this a different way, shall we? We will put the game in first. I didn't realize that was open. Okay. So maybe you are... No, it's just a little bit messed up. That's fine. And then we'll go with it. Once I get that in, then we can start fitting this stuff in. Alright, there we go. There we go. And then that is that. And we're back in business with the box. So I do have one more game. Definitely want to be careful with this, so let's of course use something that isn't going to be directly sharp, just so I can actually get into this, because I did not pre-open this one. Strange me, but yeah. Let's go ahead and do this. Just to the point where I can just get enough to really just tear open the package. Luckily, this was also put in a post office box. Nice. Definitely something. Got a little order form. This is definitely gonna be. This is gonna be huge. Well, I'll open it first, but yeah. Let's just. Does this just kind of pop open? I could probably just tear it, right? Yeah, then just pop it open. Oh yeah, here we go. Then, here we go. Let's get this off of here. They did not tape it, which is kind of nice. This is going to be another pristine game that I definitely needed in my collection, and I went with it, and oh my gosh, colors of this one shine through like ever before. Super Smash Brothers. The offer on this game, I didn't want to turn it down. Fear of missing out, so I ended up picking this up. Yeah. Even though it did not win the pool, I still know I eventually wanted it. And I say it's such a good deal, but between this box and the other boxes I was viewing, and there was another boxed copy, but it was like $150 more than what this one was, so I wanted to jump on this. But yeah, it is so colorful. The colors just shine through and so vivid, and just it's a very colorful cover. duke it out as your favorite Nintendo characters. Got a little zap down there from Pikachu, Mario, Samus Aran, Fox, Link, and Kirby and a Bomb. And you, of course, you got your colorful edges with their own kind of artwork. That's Donkey Kong behind the Nintendo 64 logo. You got Kirby on the bottom. You have Samus Aran and Donkey Kong on the red side. And you got Yoshi on the top. Then we have the back here, which let me zoom in a little bit. It's a bumpin', bruisin', brawlin' bash. The mini worlds of Nintendo collide in the ultimate showdown of strength and skill. Up to 4 players can choose their favorite character, complete with signature attacks, and go at it in team battles and free-for-alls, or venture out on your own to conquer the 14 stages in single-player mode. Either way, Super Smash Bros. Is a no-holds-barred action fest that will keep you coming back for more. I got this game on, it was either I want to say it was my 14th birthday, maybe. I think. But yeah, this came out, I believe, in 1999? Yeah, 1999. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I did pick this up. See if this still opens the same. Okay, both of these are kind of in, so I do want to be careful when opening this. I will take Q and just open from. Alright, so this one, it does have a cartridge holder, but it doesn't as easily slide out, which is fine. So this is also an excellent looking cartridge. In the eBay listing itself, they actually had it taken apart to show that it was a legit cartridge. Pins were nicely cleaned. Very clean cartridge on the back, even though my camera wanted to lose a little bit of focus. Now we're back in business. But yeah, that is awesome. And there is also, go ahead and get that back in there. Alright, so obviously we got our free, it says free anyways, but player's guide offer inside, which is the same advertisement as we got in the other one, which unfortunately the camera wants to be all kinds of off focus and stuff. Come on. And you, of course, got your Nintendo 64. All your health warnings. Then we got another beefy kind of booklet. The Super Smash Bros. Instruction booklet. Look at that artwork right off the bat. It's very plain, but the white background makes the artwork pop. Let's move along. Alright, so you get a little bit of console kind of type troubleshooting stuff. Got a little controller layout. Then you start to get into the modes in the game. And then you get into the versus modes. Options, data. And this is kind of cool, because then it shows you the items and all the descriptions, though don't know how well this is going to be able to be read, considering it's like it's, at least from my view, the camera's kind of picking up too much. Then you got more different types of items. Then you get the characters themselves. Characters and stages. You get Mario, Donkey Kong, Samus, Fox, and you also get Pikachu, Link, Kirby, and Yoshi. And you get a notes section. Did it go over the stages? Yeah, it did say the stage. It says the stage at the bottom of the character, but you don't actually get to see it. Okay. So yeah, that was a little bit. Definitely am happy. This was quite an interesting Christmas feeling. And we will go ahead and close that along with that, and then yeah. So yes, 2 great N64 games and a great start to my boxed N64 collection. Definitely. Alright guys, so that was the unboxing of everything here. It's been an N64 Christmas, and yeah, this was an excellent Christmas of 2024. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yes, still need to test this out. I don't have everything hooked up, but I will be back to you guys. The next stream we will be streaming WCW vs. NWO World Tour as promised from the poll I held on YouTube. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed and have a great day.